morning. It's a little topsy-turvy. How about that? Is that better? No, it's the same. Okay, whatever. Good morning, everybody. I didn't even get my ooh off, Cyber. Welcome to Morning Medley number 283. I'm going to start the medley at the top. Well, everybody still arrives. I hope you had a good Tuesday, though, Cyber. Mine was decent, if not slightly unproductive. Why is YouTube black? What did YouTube do? I mean, I should say, what new thing did YouTube do? YouTube been whack. Interesting, Siren. Why does this happen? It's definitely not the first time that's happened. shirts. I like them. I like them. I'm a little nervous when I'm gonna have to wash them, but I like them. Thanks for asking, Cyber. Apple's new $550 headphones. I guess I can't really have an opinion on them, Chuck. I don't really, I don't really use Apple products. I'm not like an Apple customer, so it would be weird for me to have an opinion on them. Really, I haven't even really researched them. What do you think about them, Chuck? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Jesse. Good morning, Lindsay. Good morning, Dar. Good morning, Liam. Hope everybody had a fine Tuesday. We're halfway through the week, or at least some of us are. I feel like I was onto something. Getting closer. I'm inching my way closer. Uh, oh wow, that sound feels really nice. We're halfway through the week, which means that we're halfway to another studio medley. Studio medley doesn't sound good. We're halfway to another production stream. I miss sunlight, says Jesse. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Sunlight's great. Sunlight's great. Sunlight's very important to me. I like how bad it sounds at the lower end. Oh, I guess no matter where we play, it sounds bad. Oh, that's horrible. Never mind. Whatever happened to that one? international association that designates. Man, that feels nice. There's an international association that designates and tries to protect parks across the world so that you can see the stars in space and stuff at night. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh. Yeah, well, I'll be here tomorrow. Taylor, I hope you feel better. God, I want it to be like 11:30 p.m. which is I mean a.m. sorry, which is when the sun gets me right here instead of coming up at this angle. So it starts. Okay, so. And then I go back to, but instead it's do. It's Omni, that's pretty good. That's not horrible. Okay. It's you leave that. And then we're stepping up from that one this time. I mean, there's a song in there somewhere. I gotta move some stuff around. But I particularly like. Dang it. I'm getting better at playing the chord I hear in my head, though, so that's nice. Okay. finish the medley? I'm pretty sure I finished the medley. Now I'm just noodling around. Is there any news to go over? Is there? Oh crap! I finally watched Ip Man 4. I guess that's more so news for Cyber. I think maybe Cyber's the only other person here that's seen Ip Man 4. But for those of you guys that don't know, Ip Man is a martial arts movie series based on the life of a martial artist? Yes, a martial arts man. I watched it and I enjoyed it. I watched it and I enjoyed it. Yeah. Yes, I did, Cyber. Yes, I enjoyed it. It was good. Um, it had all the fan service I needed. It had some fan service I didn't need, and then it had Donnie Yen, which I love. Can't have Ip Man without Donnie Yen. Wait, is there an Ip Man 4? Or are you talking about Grandmaster? I'm talking about Ip Man 4. I'm talking about Ip Man 4. Sam. Yeah. It's very good. Not talking about Grandmaster, which is a movie that I did not watch. I did not watch Grandmaster. I hope it was good though. But yeah, Ip Man 4 was good. I enjoyed it. Cyber. It had a lot of great moments. It could have been longer. Here's the thing with me. I think whenever I'm watching a martial arts movie, it can always be longer. They never feel long enough. I feel this sadness, when you have a really good day and you think to yourself, I mean, you can kind of be happy about having the good day, or you can be sad that you have now ended what was a day that was amazing and tomorrow won't be as good. I think that happens with me, Cyber, in most martial arts films, because I feel like most martial arts films, in my experience, have some fighting and then they have some talking, and then they'll have some more fighting and they'll have some more talking. And I'm not saying that I don't care about the talking in movies. Talking is so important, and what is a fight without a good talk before and after? You got to sandwich the fight scenes and juicy dialogue to make them matter. But usually when I'm watching a martial arts film or a big an action movie. Let's just call it an action movie, because if you're looking at an action movie, when a big event or a big set piece is happening, and part of me is always sad because usually there's only three. A fight is a conversation, says Sam. Thank you. Usually there's only about three. Big ones. Like if I'm watching Fast and Furious, usually there's only going to be three, maybe four, really big, cool car things happening. And if there was a martial arts film that was 10 fights, I don't know that I would get bored of the fights, but I understand. You have to space them out. You have to make them count. Ip Man could have been twice as long, and I would have loved it. But I'm not gonna rate the films, but I'm saying if I'm splitting the first two and the second two into time categories, where it's Ip Man 1 and 2 and Ip Man 3 and 4, Ip Man 1 and 2 are two of the most beautiful films I think I've ever seen. Dang, but 3 was also very good. I think that I'm remembering a very specific part of 3 that I didn't like, and it's making me perhaps not give 3 its fair shake. Cyber says it was a better written story than 3 for sure, but 4 was particularly 2019, 2020 aesthetic. Yeah. Okay, so maybe 3 was kind of not great story-wise or something. The problem with me in 3 is whenever I watch Ip Man movies, I tend to marathon them. If somebody's like, hey, I really want to watch Ip Man 2, I'll usually watch 1 and 2. Or if somebody's like, I want to watch Ip Man 3, I'll watch 1 through 3. I very rarely just watch them, on their own. And because of that, I get a lot of the story stuff conflated. But one of the main things I remember about 3, unfortunately, is Mike Tyson. And I just don't... I didn't need it. Anyways, Sam says, if I had this conversation, Fast and Furious is a martial arts film. Fast and Furious is amazing. I love Fast and Furious. I will die on that hill. I will die and be buried on that hill. Um, Fast and Furious is a lot of things now. So kinda. But yeah. Fast and Furious is everything. 3 was weak because things weren't really resolved, says Cyber. We talked about it before, but yeah, it was a school and Mike Tyson that goes nowhere. Yeah. Yeah. It didn't make any sense. I wasn't a fan. But I am a fan of It Man. And the thing that was sad, the one thing that was sad to me, Cyber, was they do. This isn't any spoiler stuff for the people that are going to go see it, because I'm sensitive to spoilers. But the the thing that was sad, a little bit, was looking at Donnie Yen and realizing, oh, It Man 1 came out like what, over a decade ago? I could be wrong, but I feel like it came out over 10 years ago. And so it's like looking at him and being like, this man's getting older, you know? It's like looking at like any new Jackie Chan thing and just being like, this man is he is not as good as he used to be physically, which is not good, is a relative term, but it's like he's older. He can't do the things that he could do when he was younger, and it is kind of sad to see that happen to people who are particularly martial arts actors, because it's like, right, Morgan Freeman can get as old as he wants, and he if anything, he like appreciates in value because he can now play these like new roles. Not saying that Jackie Chan can't. It's just, as a kid, one of the main reasons I went to go see Jackie Chan is for all the physical stuff, and as his body grows older and deteriorates further, he can't do most of those things anymore. That being said, Jackie Chan's still very impressive for his age. The stuff that he does in movies still is stuff that I couldn't do, even, at my prime, whenever that was or will be. I also love Fast and Furious. Thanks, Sam. Fast and Furious truly is one of the best. Lindsay's never seen a Fast and Furious. Oh my god, what a great position to be in. What a great position to be in, to live in a world where you have not experienced Fast and Furious. Not only because maybe your life's a little bit easier, having not had to think about Vin Diesel for the past, I don't know, 20 years or what, but also you can watch them for the first time. Wow, what a great adventure that must be. Anyways, Umbe says Jackie Chan old already. Yeah, for sure. But that's what I mean. That was my point, Umbe, that I was making. Like, just like seeing these people get older and seeing them, not be able to do many of the action things that they once were able to do. You didn't finish Witchy, says Crow. I didn't start Witchy, says me. It actually wasn't in the medley today. Witchy wasn't in the medley. So, can't finish what you don't start. I'm gonna save them for a special occasion, says Lindsay. There's so many of them. I don't know how long your special occasion is gonna be. But it's like over an entire day's worth of film. Oh my god. I just want Fast 9. Fast 9? Why do I feel like I saw Fast 9? I didn't. I did. No, I didn't. Sorry. I just want Fast 9. That's all I want. And then, of course, Fast 10. My roommate and me, my old roommate, sorry. My first roommate and me had like an embarrassingly expensive bet that when Fast 10 was going to come out, my bet was that it was going to be called like FX. Like, like they're going to use the Roman numeral 10. It'll just be a letter F and then a letter X. And his was that it would be called Fast 10 Your Seatbelts. He thought that they were gonna go like full on goof, and it was gonna be FASTEN, and then colon your seatbelts. And I didn't. Although I appreciate the joke, I still don't think they're gonna do that. Anyway, shout out to Dusty wherever you are. Sam says I listened to my first Neighbors in Hollywood, watch all of them in a day. It was amazing. That does sound amazing. I don't know if I could do it. I think that would be like a pile of pudding by the end of that marathon. That's a lot. There's a lot going on in those movies. The thing I would say, I don't want to talk about it because Lindsay's gonna watch them at some point, I suppose. I've never gotten around to watching Fast and Furious either, says Junk. Well, do if you like action and other things. There's like everything in that thing. There's everything in those movies, but maybe do it at some point. I will say, as some... Never mind. I don't want to say. Just that I like those movies a lot, and that I think they're good, and that anybody who thinks they're bad, I totally understand. I totally agree with them. They can be very bad films, but I enjoy them thoroughly. Anywho, how did I get on? Because I was talking about Ip Man. Yeah, Ip Man was amazing. And I'm glad I was able to watch it. Like the way that flows. It flows a little bit prettier now. Thank you for being in here, Sam. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Hope to see you soon. Sam's good. Sam's good people. Sam's the only reason I played River City Girls, that game. Just just crashed through that game in a day. Sometimes I feel like the piano is like a leg or something. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, Jevly? Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Good Wednesday. Sometimes I feel like it's just a limb. I like those days. What was that one sound? Nope. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't that one. Anyways, 283 is called Synth Bass 2 Dark. Even though there clearly wasn't a Synth Bass 1 Dark, but whatever. I do love this though. I like this sound. That's actually pretty fun. I really like that. Yeah, they always sound really, really silly in the higher registers. Yeah, like a leg, a limb, an arm. Feels like a piece. It feels like a piece of me. Sometimes when I'm not thinking about it too hard, like I'll think of a chord progression, or I'll think of a melody, and I'll just kind of be able to go immediately to it and play it. Sometimes without even humming it out loud. Kind of just it'll go from my brain into coming out of the keyboard. And I think that it's something that only really happens when, one, I'm not thinking about it too hard, and two, like when I'm just like particularly in tune with the piano, which doesn't happen too often, but it happens a lot more often now than it used to. You know what this sounds like? It sounds like a specific synth that is actually in FL Studio. This is what Sawyer sounds like when you put it in its default setting. I do like that a lot. Don't let me forget 283. That's cool. That's sick. Sounds like what's it called? Yesterday you were wondering how much you've improved at piano. Oh man, that feels nice. Says Lindsay. Didn't say this, but since the YouTube streams first started last year, you've gotten noticeably better, especially at improvisation. I believe it. I believe it. But I can't feel it, you know? same thing. Yo, this keyboard's wild. Whoa! Oh, that was too close to too close. It was like a drop out in a different key. Different key, different key, different key. It's a different key. Omni says, can I go to church version of Dropout? Long, a really long drawn out chords. I feel really long today. I wish I knew more. Also, Own Basement's you asked that. I wish I knew more about organs, you know, because usually when it's time to like put organ in a song, I just kind of like, you know, I cycle through a bunch of different organ sounds until one sounds the least amount offensive, and I'll use that one. But like, I don't really know. Like sometimes organ sounds, I'm sure you've noticed this too. Sometimes organ sounds just have numbers. Have you ever like pulled up an organ preset and it's just like 15/23/ like. Yeah, I don't know what that means. That's weird. Okay, never know organs are numbered. It's like a really weird thing. I don't know. I don't know. I'll pull it up. Maybe I'll pull it up in the stream next Friday. This Friday in 3 days. I used to shiver a lot, but now I feel more comfortable, says Diz. I think it's because I've got more meat on my bones. You know something weird, Diz? Have you watched the show The OA? love doing that. I'm gonna find more of my songs that I can do that with, by the way. That's really funny. I'll explain what I'm doing in a second. But there's a show called The OA where this guy is like, I don't know, making his daughter stand in cold water to like teach her how to be like tough or whatever. Um, and I remember in Arizona, I mean, a lot of people think about Arizona, they think, Arizona's so hot, Arizona. Arizona, everybody's sweating. What do you know about the cold? What do you know? But I mean, it is the desert, and something very important about the desert is it experiences extremes, you know? The desert gets extremely cold at night, and it gets really hot in the day, because that's just how deserts be. And so, like in Arizona, there is snow and stuff like that, but you know, there's also like 120 degrees when the sun's out. It's just like think about it as like life with no filter. When the sun's out, it's killing you. When the sun's gone, you're freezing. And so, I remember always shivering when I would have to go into work in the morning. Because that particular job that I worked at, I would have to leave my house around 5-ish, you know, like 4:50, 5 o'clock if I was going to get there on time. And I remember being out and just, I wasn't at the time somebody that enjoyed drinking hot beverages. I just didn't really know how. I still kind of don't really know how to drink a hot beverage, you know. I mean, it's winter, and I'm still drinking like ice blended smoothies. Like I don't really know how to do the warm beverages. But anyhow, I remember going into work and just being so cold and like literally freezing, like being in my car, running the heater in the car, and like just sitting in the parking lot and running the heater because I couldn't go into my job, and I was just like, I'm just gonna sit in here with the engine on and run the heater until like I see that front door open, and then I'll just like mad dash from my car to the front door so I can be in warmth. I was one of those, and I remember I was talking to somebody that just said, "Oh, you should just not shiver," and I was like, "What are you talking about? Like it's an involuntary thing," and they're like, "Just don't do it." And I mean, I argued with them maybe for a little while, maybe 15 or so minutes, but then I just started not shivering. And it wasn't because like I was warmer or because I had more meat on me, like you're saying, or because I was wearing more jackets. I just like I could feel a shiver coming, and then I would just make a conscious effort to like not shiver. And yeah, I would just not do it. It's really interesting. After he said that, and then the reason that I brought up the OA is because there's this whole thing. Teeth chattering too, yeah, Umbe. Like with teeth chattering, you can just like not do it. Sure, it may be like somewhat involuntary, but like you can decide to not do it, which is really interesting. I didn't realize that. I also found it really annoying when people said it was Maddie Cold or something. Yeah. That can be like very weird and condescending. So, yeah, I would just not shiver anymore. No teeth chatter. And there's the reason why I brought up the OA is because during that scene where homie's like, oh, I can actually also bring this back to Detroit. Um, when I was in Detroit, uh, I taught. Oh, I wish I could remember any of their names. There was the nicest group of people outside of what was it called? Outside of Majestic, one of the two. I always get them confused because they're both technically part of the same building. There's two. There's a building, and then there's a place in the building called the Majestic, and then there's also a place in the building called Magic Stick. Anyways, doesn't matter. I'm getting distracted. Point is, I went outside because my set was over and I was getting some fresh air. But it was like Detroit, and it was nighttime, and it was November, so it was like not warm. It wasn't chill out there, or it was too chill out there, and there was people smoking. And I being omni and trying to like diffuse what could have been an awkward situation by like doing small talk, like, "Hey guys, so this is Detroit, huh?" I remember I said, "Man, like something along the lines of like, I don't know how you guys aren't cold right now," or like, "Yo, this is killing me. Like, yeah, you guys seem used to it, but this is like, I'm cold." And they said, "Man, we're also cold." They were just like, "Yeah, we're cold. We're freezing. We're just as cold as you are." And I think it did something to me, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it's like just don't shiver." In the OA, like when he puts her in the water, it's like you don't stop being cold. Like you don't conquer cold. I think that's the same thing like with Arizona. You know, like people are like, "How are you wearing jeans? How are you wearing jeans? It's like 118 degrees. How are you wearing long sleeves? Aren't you hot?" I'm just like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I'm also hot." I'm just I decided to wear jeans today. I when I got out of bed and I looked outside, I was like, it's going to be hot. I'm going to wear jeans. It's going to be, slightly less comfortable than, not wearing them. Wearing like, I don't know, board shorts, but I'm going to wear jeans. And and it's fine. You just decide to like not, pant and, whatever. I mean, you have to sweat. You can't stop yourself from sweating. It's very healthy to do so, but anyways, I like didn't it didn't bother me anymore. It didn't bother me anymore. Same thing with like being up in the in the snowy mountains. It's almost been a year, by the way, since that happened. Um, uh, Going up into the snow and walking around. I remember my friend that I was with. She was like, "Aren't you gonna put on?" Because she was getting like bundled up. She had like one of those cool jackets with like the fur around the around the hood and stuff like that. And she was putting on like the special socks and like snow boots. And I like put on like some non-slip shoes that I bought to work at IKEA. Like just put on some non-slip shoes, some like regular socks, and went out there. And she was like, "I don't." It started snowing, and I was like taking photos and videos like that. She was like, "I don't know how you're not cold." And I'm like, "Yeah, I mean I am cold, but it's fine." She was shivering more than I was. I mean, I just wasn't shivering. I don't know. I don't know. You decide not to shiver. Anyways, Cyber says, "You're thin on me. It's not surprising." I don't know exactly what this is a reference to. The fact that I don't shiver in the snowy mountains, or the fact that I wear jeans in Arizona heat. I don't know. But I am thin right now. Yes. There are Scandinavians who chill in negative 40 degrees weather, like a reverse sauna. I've never been in a sauna, but I watched a really interesting documentary about them, and now I'm curious. It was, it was, were they in Amsterdam? They were in a very specific, no, they weren't in Amsterdam. They were in a very specific place that has like more saunas per capita than any place on the planet. It was weird. I don't know. I'm sure a quick Google search will pull it up. Shuddering and shivering is definitely an involuntary response because it's your muscles attempting to cause friction to an effort to keep them up. Absolutely. I understand the scientific reason. Oh, maybe this was for somebody else in the stream. But yes. I know why it happens for sure. Because I mean anything, when you're shaking, when you're dancing, when you're moving around, you're warmer than if you're just standing still. So I understand the scientific reason behind shivering. But yeah, you can definitely choose not to do it. Everyone knows there. That one guy in high school that wore shorts every day of the year. I knew a guy in high school that wore sandals every day of the year. I never didn't see his feet. I don't think he even owned socks. Sometimes he was just barefoot. One time, whatever. I don't care about this man. I'm not going to talk about him anymore in the stream. We had a band together for a little while, and now I don't know where he is. I actually don't know where I was going with that. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't like the organ sound. I think organ, as somebody who had to play the organ sound, not the organ, but somebody who had to play the organ sound for every show in a band that I was performing in at the time, I don't I don't find too many practical uses for it in my current music, the organ. I would say the last time that I used an organ to effect and actually liked the way it came out sounding was in my This Is America remix. I use organ at a break. And honestly, even when I use the organ in that break, it's so like layered with like vocals and percussion and stuff like that that it kind of ceases to garner attention. And maybe in my layering of things, that's the best possible scenario for an organ, is somewhere kind of sunken in the background layers. My friend wore shorts every day, so the same thing. That's funny. I didn't start wearing shorts as somebody who was in charge of what I could wear. Because obviously, like if you look at photos of me as a kid, um, there's like shorts here and there, little chubby kid with shorts on. But then once I could like actually decide what I wanted to wear, I stopped wearing shorts for a really long time. I only started wearing shorts really like for real again. I would say like for real, like a lot. 2017, 2018, around there is when I started wearing more shorts. I was just a pants man. I didn't really like shorts. Shorts felt weird. Um, I like shorts because they're comfy and easy to wear. That I understand. That I understand. My shorts wearing was more so an in the house thing, I would say, Cyber. My shorts was like, it's like, oh, I'm going to play video games, I'm getting ready to do laundry, you got to check out the trash. I'm wearing shorts. But if I'm like playing a show or. You know, I still might not have ever played a show with shorts, in shorts, actually. Could be wrong, but I don't think I've played a show in shorts. But anyway, like the at least an Omni Boy show, I think like going out to like get lunch with friends or something like that in shorts, that was a big no-no for me. It wasn't gonna happen. It wasn't gonna work. Okay. Oh, it was a Pokemon reference? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't get those. I don't get those. Those go over my head. I don't like Pokemon. I have thought about. Yesterday, I was thinking about my dream Pokemon game, though, and how it'll never happen. Um, and I think I finally. Oh, come on, get out of here. I think I finally did give up hope on it. I think I finally did give up hope. Um, I said if this game ever comes out, I might not even buy it. Go. What's the dream? The dream is that all Pokemon games cease to exist. I think my dream Pokemon game was a game that played like I don't want to say Breath of the Wild because there were several games like Breath of the Wild before Breath of the Wild exists. It's just that since Breath of the Wild is out now, everything is Breath of the Wild inspired. But because we're in 2020, I'm going to use the term Breath of the Wild. A game that's like big, Breath of the Wild like. Yes, open world Pokemon, but there's a specific thing. There's a very specific thing that I want the Pokemon game to do that the Pokemon game will not do. For so many good reasons, by the way. Not because Pokemon sucks, and not because Nintendo hates me, not because everybody wants this and they just can't get it. What I want from a Pokemon game is I roam around the world, right? Third person, roaming around the world. I can see Pokemon roaming around the world. There's no random encounters. You know, you run around, you see some freaking you see some Squirtles, you know, chilling. You see like a herd of Pikachus. A herd? I don't know what a group of rats are called. An infestation. You see like an infestation of Pikachus, and you see like I don't know, a bunch of Ponytas or whatever. You can see them. You can physically see them. And when it's time to battle and you like summon a Pokemon into battle, you control the Pokemon in like a third person action oriented sense where that Pokemon has attacks they can use and you can roam freely around the field. And you don't have to just stand still and allow the other Pokemon to just like slap you in the face a bunch of times like every Pokemon game I've ever played. So I feel like that game won't happen. And the idea of, even if they just went with the original, you know, lineup of Pokemon, that's still 150 Pokemon. The idea of 150 different specific 3D models that have specific controls, right? Because the Pokemon would have different attacks. You know, all of that considered, the game would be so taxing to create that I feel like it's very valid that this game should never exist, but that is my dream Pokemon game. I summon a Pokemon and then I get to actually control the Pokemon um, instead of shouting one of four, I don't know, commands at it. That's the reason why it's been so hard for Pokemon to actually be made like in 3D, so Cyber. Absolutely. All of this makes perfect sense. This is the reason why I don't really particularly care and I'm like holding my breath on this dream Pokemon game. Now, as far as a dream anime game, because Pokemon was mostly an anime to me as a kid, more than it even was a like a trading card game or a video game, I did get my dream Dragon Ball Z game this year, and so the fact that I got one of my little baby Omni Weeby video game dreams to come true is I'm pleased. I'm pleased. So I'll let go of the Pokemon one because at least I got one. Hi, Cloudy. Whoa, a Roblox person. Hey, Cloudy, want to know something funny about Roblox? I take a new Pokemon Snap as a consolation prize. I could never play Pokemon Snap today, which is so funny because I do remember like renting that game twice, and then my parents buying that game for me from a swap meet, from like a flea market type deal. That game and Hey You Pikachu, and I remember thinking like, wow, I finally have it. What an amazing game. I could never pour the amount of time today that I poured into that game then. Like basically a railed shooter. A railed shooter Pokemon game. What's the Roblox crossover event? Oh! There it is, that's the chord. What's the crossover event? There isn't one. My music's in Roblox, and I didn't okay for it to be there, but it is there, and it's fine. I think I really would play it like 3 times all the way through, and that's it. 3 times. I played freaking Pokemon Snap so freaking much, like countless times I played through that game. I'm gonna leave to listen to your music, bro, says Cloudy. Goodbye, Cloudy. Thank you for being in the stream. Tell my music I says, hey. This says, imagine an updated Pokemon Snap, but it's updated. You take pictures with a smartphone, and there's an in-game social media platform. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. But to be fair, I don't want a Pokemon Snap game, period, and we're getting that, so, I mean, go for it, right? Go for it. Anime-based game. I'm so glad that Dragon Ball Z Kakarot came out. Could it have been better? Whatever. Could anything be better? Yeah, absolutely. You can always have more peanut butter. But the fact that like it let me do the thing that I just wanted to do the whole time. And the fact that we had to go through so many Dragon Ball Z games to get there, folks. So many games. So many games that are 2.5D. So many fighters with weird like board game aspects to it. So many Game Boy Advance top-down RPGs. So many games that have characters that would never fight each other. So many games that have weird like fan fiction elements literally built into the game. I finally got my Dragon Ball Z game. I didn't buy the season pass because it was unclear what it even came with, but they've added stuff. Man, I might fire up that game today. Who knows? Might finish work early, fire up the Dragon Ball. Just Cause was free this month, so I have Just Cause like on my PlayStation, but I haven't played it because I feel weird not having played the earlier Just Causes. I don't know if those are games that you have to play back to back. Jesse says, I want a Sentai game. Jesse, I'm glad you brought this up. So me and a friend of mine have been watching a couple of episodes of Sentai every night for the past, I don't know, month. And we've gone through quite a bit of Sentai. We finished Zoo Ranger, we finished Time Ranger, we finished Jetman, we're currently on Hurricaneer, and it's good. All is good. But I keep thinking, man, this would be a good video game. But then the second that thought leaves my mouth, I'm like, would it though? And I don't know. Because like I don't know what I want from a Sentai video game. Because I know there's like that one, I don't know what I want from it. But one, I do not want it to be a fighting game. I want it to be a game that has fighting in it, like an action RPG, but I don't want it to be a fighting game, if that makes sense. But how am I satisfied by a Sentai game? What do you want out of a Sentai game, Jesse? What do you want? They're all basically standalone stories, says MB about Just Cause. Thanks for letting me know, but isn't the main character the same? Is the protagonist the same? Or do they even change that? I need this to be closer. I can't read anything you guys are saying. There's been some decent Power Rangers games over the years. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. Sorry, the Amazon man's here. And he can't figure out which one's my address. What? You're a freedom fighter for hire, basically, says Jesse. Oh, the main character is the same, but the plots are just jointed. Oh. Okay, protagonist is the same, but the story isn't particularly deep. He's a disgruntled military man who liberates countries, that's it. Oh, ooh, that's fun. That can be fun. Okay, maybe I'll play it. Maybe I'll play it tomorrow. Maybe I'll play it. Today's what? Wednesday? Yeah, maybe I'll play it tomorrow. It sounds fun, though. So, what was I saying? Anyways, yeah, what do you want from a Sentai game? I want co-op, open world, beat 'em up. Ooh, 3D Streets of Rage. Save the city over and over again. The main character is the same, but the plots are... Oh, you're talking about Just Cause now. I like where your head's at. Can it be 5-player co-op? Dang, you're actually... Why didn't my brain go there? Yeah, open world, so you're in Tokyo. Dang. Jesse, I really need to talk to you about Sentai, I think, maybe. It'd have to be 5-player. Well, yeah, at least. Unless you're playing something like Hurricaneer, where there's only 3 protagonists, technically. Wow. I don't want to get too deep into Sentai with you, Jesse, because I feel like it'll be alienating to some of the other people in the stream. Did you answer the Fall Guys query? I did. Query. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down to play Fall Guys whenever, actually. I just haven't had a good reason to play it lately, but I do love that game. Why isn't there good... Never mind, whatever. You're right, Jesse. Ooh. I really want a charburger. Oh, that sounds so good. Too bad I can't have a charbroiled burger for breakfast. Are you guys participating in this 12 days of carryout thing? So have you guys heard of this 12 days of carryout thing? There's no joke there. Charburger sounds like a Pokemon. Aw, don't ruin it. My life has been carryout for months. What is it? You guys heard of this 12 days of carryout thing? God, I really wish I was a late night host. I want to be a late night host and I want to get canceled. My show to get canceled, not for me personally to get canceled. Anyways, it's like this. It's like the initiative to keep businesses afloat because the government's not doing it, and this country's a nightmare. So, in I don't know if this is everywhere else, but there's like all these signs in LA that are like 12 days of carryout starts this day, and it's like for these 12 days they're encouraging everybody to eat out for every meal. They're like breakfast, lunch, dinner, go get carryout food. At least one carryout meal a day. Better if it's three. We would like all your meals to be carryout. Um, and it has been a hilarious nightmare. I love it. I love it so much. I think it's bad, but no, I don't think it's bad. Hold on. I don't want to get political in the stream, but I do think that there's like a whenever something bad happens in the country, I feel like a lot of people come together and try to like keep each other afloat. Right? They're like, hey, this person's house burnt down, and the community came together and built them a new one. And it's like, wow, this is sweet. Or like, food stamps weren't providing enough money, so this kid went out and started selling sneakers and made enough money so that his mother could buy groceries. And people were like, oh, what a heartwarming story. And then on like one hand, it's very, very sweet and great, and it's like, wow, humanity. But on the other hand, it makes you kind of sad that it's like, should it really get to that point? And so, anyways, 12 days of carryout. We are all eating carryout. No one cook meals. Do not buy groceries. Buy carryout to keep these restaurants afloat. Because all of my main restaurants, all of my babies, they're all dying this year. Several of them have closed. Do you guys remember the Curry House debacle? I'm not going to get into it. Charburger is a regional variant of Charmander. They have a game based in America. That's pretty cool. I do like that. Charburger. You guys like Charburgers, right? Like, I'm not saying nonsense. You guys know what I'm talking about, and you enjoy them, right? Yeah, Lindsay, you get it. I like stories like that. I think they're funny. I think they're funny. As somebody who basically is one of those stories, I do think they're funny. It's like I've never heard anybody call it a charburger, just charbroiled. Yeah, but saying charbroiled burger is like exhausting. Charbroiled burger. What do they sell there? They have charbroiled burgers. You say charburger. Charbroiler? Nah, charburger's better. His special ability is clogging the opponent's arteries. That's serious. Do we have a Pokemon death? I'm not saying that to be like edgy or even like funny, but like dead serious because I don't really watch the anime anymore. Did we ever get like a canonical Pokemon dying? Like, does a Pokemon ever kill another one? Um, or is like the faint system that exists in the game? Oh, which Pokemon, Cyber? Oh, did they? Which one got killed? Which one died violently? I'm not trying to bum anybody out on the stream. I mean, they're Pokemon after all. I was just wondering. Because I feel like there is like a lot of like, oh, this historic Pokemon used to do this thing and then they just died, you know, whatever. But are there any like violent Pokemon deaths? I don't mean that like one getting like gutted or anything like stupid, like ridiculously violent. But is there ever like two Pokemon fighting and then a Pokemon kills the other one? Some dudes are about to get cut in half. Are you talking about the manga, Diz? Oh, you're talking about the manga. Word up, word up, word up. Yeah, but I'm not talking about the manga. Although I know that by definition, is canon, right? Canonical. The entire cast died in the first Pokemon movie. Oh, I don't count that. I don't count. Are you talking about what I think you're talking about? Are you talking about when they got when they got petrified? Do I know what I'm talking about? Which Pokemon movie did I see where they got petrified? And then they got... Oh, you're talking about... Oh, I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about. Also, it's really racy and kind of not safe for work. Yeah. That sounds like Pokemon. question. Pokemon die. Wait, but did the entire cast die? Or did they not die, though? Cyber, did they die or did they not die? Did they die or did they die like how Goku dies in Dragon Ball? Where he gets like punched really hard and then they wish really hard and then he comes back. And it's like, did they do that? Can't have war if nothing is lost as Umbe. That's implied, right? The implications. It's all a technicality. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. And why should I? It's media for children. You know, you shouldn't be killing everybody in media for children. I understand why they kept bringing Goku back. I understand why Pokemon are dying on screen. The reason that I'm saying this is because, like, in Sentai, just people be getting, like, hard murked. Like, just, like, main characters just get, like, super iced. Like, not even as, like, an end-game thing. Like, they just be getting, like, just mollywopped into the final beyond. And that was, like, a show, by my understanding, for children. I'm just like, why with that? I don't want blood. You can die violently without blood. Also, Sentai does have blood in it, so whatever. Sentai is a kid's show that has like mad blood in it and death. I don't think that that's weird for me. If I'm weird, then we got to look at this incredibly old and successful children's show in Japan that's been doing it for, God, longer than I've known it's existed. You know, been doing it longer than Power Rangers, that's for sure. There's a banned episode where a guy pointed a gun at Ash. I'm well aware of this. This I know. This I know. Wasn't there like a thing too? I think I like goofed up and ended on like all the things you loved as a kid that were actually censored, like Countdown, like Listicle, and one of them was like, yeah, like somebody was pointing a gun, but they replaced the gun with like either a finger pointing or a water gun or something. I thought that was funny. Maybe that was Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually. There's definitely guns in an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! And they replaced the guns with something. Cell phones, I think. I think they replaced them with phones or like walkie-talkies. And that was pretty funny to me. Anyways, Crow says no. Word up, Crow. Hi, Crow, by the way. I hope you're well. I hope you're well and good. That was E.T. too. They replaced the guns with walkie-talkie. Wait, okay, so in E.T., because, right, like, I understand why they're able to show kids in Japan guns and blood and death on screen, but then for the American audience, American kids are like, no, please. But for the E.T. thing, where were the guns? Not saying, like, I'm saying, okay, if they shot the movie with guns, but then they also shot it with walkie-talkies, where was the gun cut? Was the gun cut in theaters and then the walkie-talkie one is on TV? Or was the gun cut never actually released? I'd like to know. What's the name of the lady who was in Team Rocket? Jessie? You were talking about, like, old Team Rocket? Jessie, right? The people searching for E.T. in the woods. Yeah, but, like, where did the, like, if I buy E.T. right now, the walkie-talkie edit was done for a DVD re-release. Oh, word, okay. Word. There's no such thing as... There's no such thing as too well drawn. Let these people thrive. If you got the ET on VHS, you're good to go. Whoa. So there's zero, Oh crap! Isn't Tenet out? Isn't Tenet out on demand? Nobody talked about Tenet, but I'm pretty sure it's on demand, and if that's true, I'm watching that as soon as this stream is over. No, I need to work. I have work to do, but I'm watching Tenet today, if that's the thing. I was gonna watch Enola Holmes yesterday, but instead I watched... What did I watch? I don't remember. As far as recommendations, I should probably like try to get into a little bit of a habit of doing them now. Recommendations, Rex, a TV show rec I'm gonna recommend. Alice in Borderland. It's a Netflix show that's based off of a manga. It's pretty good. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Bandit Keith, the character, originally had a gun pointed at Pegasus, and an English version is just pointing. It's just him pointing at Pegasus. Word. Yeah, that's what I said. You know, they had I said they replaced somebody pointing at a gun with either like they were pointing a finger or a walkie-talkie or a cell phone or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's why I brought it up. But word up, Crow. A fellow Yu-Gi-Oh head. 4Kids sucks. Steven Spielberg Guns. Wait, hold on. Spielberg restored Guns to the movie for Blu-ray release. Spielberg digitally edited rifles out of the hands of policemen chasing down Elliot and E.T. and replaced them with walkie-talkies. So they're back in the Blu-ray release. That's good. That's good. Stream is still happening, says Liana. Hi, Liana. Why, did something happen? Oh, because it's past 11. Yeah, I should probably go over news, huh? We got into it. I appreciated it. Thanks, guys. Also, I hope you slept well, Liana. And thank you for making it to the stream. Yeah. Yeah, editing is good. Editing is good. Edit out all the guns. I would like to see a version of Fast and the Furious where they edit out all the cars and replace them with bicycles. Oh, I would love that. Anyways, I hope everybody's had a good morning medley. I did a pretty good job at keeping the medley actually truncated towards the first half, the first hour of the stream. Legit improves Yu-Gi-Oh! Changed my mind. The Shadow Realm legit improves Yu-Gi-Oh! As somebody that doesn't like Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, hold on. Nah, I don't like Yu-Gi-Oh! I like the first arc of Yu-Gi-Oh! But honestly, when they started... Whatever. Yu-Gi-Oh's fine. Yu-Gi-Oh's fine. Your game taste is impeccable, Cyrus. This is junk. I should play Wonder 3 on stream again. It's been too long. Too many other games to play. So many games to play. So many games to play. I still haven't beat Earthbound, says Ava. I got stuck on Rocker Boss. Maybe Rocker Boss. I haven't played Earthbound or Mother 3 or any of those. Nobody says hot takes. I think that Yu-Gi-Oh's fine. I think that I personally don't like game-based anime. And so I usually will get bored very quickly for whatever reason, you know. Like card games, like if it's a board game, it's really hard for me. It would be cool if like the game somehow changed every episode, which is actually kind of how Alice in Borderlands works, but I won't talk about that in the stream. Napster used to be the original LimeWire, by the way. What? That's funny. Remember Kazaa, Crow? Do you remember Kazaa at all? What was that the original of? Ava says, hard agree. I think that Shadow Realm makes more sense than them playing card games with guns. So it goes from 310 to a 410. Hey, any improvement is an improvement, right? Ironically enough, we're getting takeout, so I'll have to be after that. 12 days of takeout, Cyber. I appreciate you for participating. Keep our businesses alive. I might get ramen today or something. No, Charburger. Nah, I'm just gonna get ramen. Whatever. So I have bodies of music out. Signals, Tall Tales, House of Omni, Nice Dream, Love Dream, Speed Dream, Daydream, Lush Dream, Quick Breath, and Ego Death can all be found on Bandcamp, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon MP3, Tidal Group, Deezer, Adore, Napster, YouTube. On YouTube, you can find my Quarantunes song list, as well as all of the backlog of the Morning Medley. I almost called it a podcast. Yikes. The Morning Medley stream. The Morning Medley live stream. Charred pork in your ramen. Hey! Cyber, I had been getting ramen so often from this place called Daikokuya. Very, very, very nice place. Amazing ramen. It's actually been voted best ramen in LA several times in a row. And it's a quick hop, skip, and a jump from my apartment. How lucky I am. Anyways, I've been getting ramen from them, and they do the charred, they do the charred chashu pork. And I forgot that wasn't the default, and I got ramen from another place that also had pork in it, and it was like this big swirly pork bit, and I was like, oh, I do not like the pork uncharred. We gotta char that baby, and I don't know if I can go back to uncharred pork in the ramen. Anyways, Liana says charred burger from Habit, which is really funny because it's a reference I made earlier, but people don't know what the Habit is, so I can't really say that in the stream, I guess, unless I'm talking to Liana. Yeah, that's where I was gonna get it from, Liana, from the Habit. Okay, hold on. Here too, it's good, says Ava. So it shouldn't be about a card game. It shouldn't be about a card game. It's about a school club that plays games. If I ever visit, we're going to get ramen like every day I'm there. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. However, I'm going to be getting Tsukumen wherever we go. Oh, there's some place in Chinatown, and it might go out of business. We're all praying. We're all praying to our gods. Thor, whatever the name of the Christian god is. They didn't give him a cool name. They didn't give him a cool name. Even when I was going to church, there was a lot of things we were saying. We were saying Jehovah. We were saying God. We were saying the Almighty. A lot of the titles, kind of like a dead, like a Demon Souls game. It's like the Unforgiven, the Punished. There's a lot of that stuff, but there wasn't a cool name like Juba or something. Speaking of Juba, Booba's okay, I think. I've moved him into the dining room, and so he's been in there for a few days. He seems to be doing better in there, but I will bring him back in here eventually because it's mine. Ava says, if I may recommend making your own katsu, just cover the chicken/pork with sour cream and panko, then fry. It's so good. Sour cream, you say? I'm not a fan of sour cream, but maybe it makes it cool if you do it that way. I have been making katsu at home, but I just use it for sandwiches. I'll make chicken katsu, then I just make a sandwich with it. Because the fact that I use panko breadcrumbs and bread it so lightly, it ends up being super crispy. And when I made a chicken sandwich for a friend of mine, they were like, "This is chicken katsu," and I was like, "No, it's just a chicken breast." And he was like, "This is all white meat, and there's almost as much breading as there is actual meat." And I was like, "Oh, is that what I'm doing? I think that's what I'm doing then." But that is a really good recommendation, Ava. Sour cream, though, interesting. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of doing that, I should say. Buddha and Jesus Anime, says Crow. Comic book store near me had one of those Yu-Gi-Oh! Arm holster things for holding your cards, and it got me to chuckle. Yeah, there's a lot of those here. I mean, particularly in Little Tokyo. If you go in Little Tokyo, you can find those. You can definitely find them. Chicken katsu sandwiches are dope. Says Jesse. I agree with this, Jesse. That's kind of how the recipes in Blue Apron tell you how to prepare chicken katsu. Whoa. With sour cream. Interesting. I am going to do some reading after this stream. I come into Omni Make Me Hungry, says AJ. What you hungry for, AJ? We'll be done soon with this food talk. Yeah, I can see how the sour cream would work, or creme fraiche. Last Discord plug. Thank you, Cyber, for the links. Good evening from Moscow. Good morning from Los Angeles to you. The high-fat content would be good for frying, says Jesse. Jesse, you're talking science, baby. And I love it. I love to hear it. Okay. If you're eating junk, might as well make it extra worth it. I agree with this, Audrey, actually. I do agree with this. There's a really spicy Nashville chicken place in downtown called Howlin' Ray's, and it's been so packed. You can't go and order anymore. You have to order through DoorDash. And every time I open up DoorDash for this restaurant, it always says, like, taking too many orders, check back later or whatever. And it's, God, I miss that place. Anyways, wait, is there any more news for me to go over? I'm not going to keep mentioning the remix. So, yeah, there's a production stream on Friday. We will be in there and at it. Hopefully the internet doesn't kill me. If it does, oh well. Anyways, thank you, everybody, for coming into the last one. It was a lot of fun. I think that one of the cool things about the production stream is that I don't necessarily always just spend it writing new music. Every now and then I get to actually spend the stream explaining something to you guys or showing you guys how something was made, or hypothetically how I would make something. And I wish the Friday stream was always like, I wish it was always kind of half and half between educational and explorative. But it can't always be. I know that for the most part, most people that come into the Friday stream aren't producers or aren't songwriters, or kind of just put it on in the background and chill. And don't need to be showed anything. But I was actually pleased last week when I got to do that. And in 2 days we're going to do it again. So if you had any production questions or any curiosities or something you wanted to hear or have broke down or whatever, just make sure to bring it up in the Friday stream where it will be easier for me to open. Audrey says, how about fried fish, aka fish and chips? I can't really eat fish. It always makes me pretty sick, but that is a thing. That is a thing. Pretty popular thing. I wonder if I can get away with a burger today, says Jesse. If you want to do more teaching, or request you showing how you did the transitions on Ego Death, Quick Breath. If you can remind me, that'd be fun. That would be fun. Okay. Crow says, I want Hush Hour to be extended. I'll explain it in the Discord. So organized. Crow, quick. Are you going to explain why you want this? Or are you going to explain how you want this? Because I'll tell you, one of these is fruitful and the other one not so much. Uh-oh. Go for it though anyway, Crow. I encourage it. But I'll be in the Discord. I will be in the Discord today. Okay, thank you all for being respectful to me. And hold on, pause. Liliana says, have a well done Whataburger Wednesday. Don't say that to me. Don't say that to me, Liana. You know I can't get Whataburger in Los Angeles. In fact, I had Whataburger when I went to go visit Arizona, and I just, last week, I finally threw away the bag. I had the bag in the back seat, like one of those stupid, gopher people that just keep garbage and shoes in their car. I'm not one of those, but it was just, the bag is so pretty, and I didn't want to forget it. Anyways, I threw it away. I can't get a Whataburger today, but I appreciate the energy, Liana. If you live in a place with Whataburger, please eat one for me today. Oh, and with the spicy ketchup, please, if you can. If that's a thing that you can do. Chris says it's just an extend on the notes plate. Nothing too bad. It's just an extend on the notes plate. This might be harder to explain than you think it will be, Crow, but I'll be there. I'll be there. Trying to parse. I might get a super duper burger. Word up. Word up, Liana, because of the shirt. I guess I forgot he had a burger in the shirt. This poor shirt, man. This shirt's gonna look so bad so fast. It's going to fall apart. Sorry, Lion. I call him like I see him. Anyways, thank you everybody for being very respectful to me and polite to each other. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, street sweeping day. I will be working on stuff for a lot of the day today, so that means I will be Discord adjacent. So if you have any questions or want to talk about anything, I'll probably be the loudest person in there today. I'm feeling particularly loud. But yeah, for those of you, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow on Thursday for morning medley number 284. Yes, 284 Thursday. Abo everyone.